Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dr. Samuel Maths. I'm Dr. Samuel. And today, in this video, we start the topic Consumer Arithmetic. Now, this topic involves transactions done with money by individuals. They're everyday transactions done by adults generally in our society. So, for example, as we are aware, consumer purchases. We purchase things all the time. Profit and loss in business transactions. In business, we sell things in order to make a profit on our cost price. Then simple and compound interest. We deposit our money in a bank. We earn interest. We take a loan. We pay interest on that loan. Appreciation and depreciation of goods. If we purchase land, normally land appreciates in value. The price of land increases in value with time. On the other hand, we purchase a car, the car's value depreciates. It goes down with time. And bills. As adults, we pay our house bills, like electricity bills, telephone bills, water bills, etc. So these are the things we look at in consumer arithmetic, how we calculate money based on these transactions. So before we go into these actual transactions involving money, there is a concept we need to cover that's related to fractions, and that is percentages. A lot of the transactions that we do in business, percentages are used to calculate various things. So for example, when we deposit money in a bank, we are paid a percentage interest on the money we deposit. When we take a loan, we pay a percentage interest on that loan. When we sell something to make a profit, we normally calculate the percentage profit that we make. We also calculate percentage appreciation or depreciation of a good. So we have to understand the concept of percentages. So what is a percentage? It is a fraction, but it is a fraction with denominator 100. And because the denominator is 100, it simplifies the calculations involved. So for example, here I have 50%. What is 50%? It's a fraction, 50 over 100. That is how we write all percentages as fractions. We write the percentage given over 100. This, if we have 50% and we convert to a fraction 50 over 100, we can convert to its lowest terms by dividing by both top and bottom by 50, the highest common factor, to get a half. But we can leave it as a decimal because we know when we divide by 100, we shift the point back 2 places, the same number of zeros in 100, and we get 0.5. So instead of multiplying by 50 over 100, we can simply multiply by 0.5 and use our calculators. So that's very important because most of the calculations you are going to be given in consumer arithmetic involves calculating percentages. So let us look at the type of calculations that we're going to be given. So look at this example. What is 25% of $120? Remember, when you're doing Bodmer's rule, we saw that of means multiplication in fractions. So to get 25% of 120, we can write 25 over 100, which is 25%, and multiply by 120. Now, we can do it with fractions. For example, we know 25 going to 100 4 times. So 25 over 100 is a quarter. And a quarter of 120, we divide 120 by 4, and we are going to get 30. So that is the answer. But then we can do it much faster by simply converting the percentage to a decimal by bringing the point back 2 places. So 25 over 100 is 0.25. And so we use our calculators to multiply 0.25 by 120. And we are going to get 30 again. So one or the other, but if you have a calculator, it makes it much simpler and much faster, just converting the percentage to a decimal. Look at this example. What is 3.5% of $80? So if you write this as a fraction, it'll be 3.5 over 100 times 80. But in that situation, it is best to convert to a decimal. So we know 3.5, half is 0.5. So 3.5 is 3.5 over 100, that's 3.5%, times 80. Divide by 100 by bringing the point backwards, 2 places. So 3.5 over 100 is 0.035. And we multiply by 80. And so we just use our calculators to get the answer. So let me get my calculator. 0.035 multiplied by 80 equals, and we get the answer as 2.8, but we're dealing with money, so we have to write it to 2 decimal places. So we're going to get the answer as $2.80, $2.80. That is 3.5% of it. So when we have fractions like this as a percentage, it's best just to work in decimals and then use your calculators. In this next example, it's slightly different. Many times in consumer arithmetic, you will want to know how to increase a number or decrease a number by a certain percentage. So for example, in appreciation, when you buy land, the land, you can be told it appreciates by a certain percentage every year. Or for a car, it depreciates by a certain percentage every year. So increase $1,200 by 5.5%. Increase $1,200 by 5.5%. Now, how do you do this? I'll show you 2 ways to do it. You can get the 5.5% of 1,200. Let's do it. Let's write the 5.5 as 5.5 over 100. Multiply it by 1,200. And we are going to get, let's get our calculators. Well, sorry, let's first convert this into divide by 100. Bring the point back 2 places, we get 0.055 by 1200. Calculators, let's multiply 0.055 times 1200. We get $66. So 5.5% of 1200 is $66. So to get the increase of 1200 by 5.5%, we simply add $1,200 plus $66, and we get $1,266, which is the answer. But let me show you another way to do it, which is probably preferred. Let's call $1,200 one whole, or 100%. That is the whole. So if we're increasing it by 5.5%, we want to find 105.5% or 105.5% of 1200. And that's what you do. 105.5%, so it's over 100, times 1200. When we do that, we should get the same answer. To get 1.055 times 1200, so 1.055 times 1200 equals, and you get the $1,266 one time. So that's the preferable thing to do when you're looking at a percentage increase or a percentage decrease. Let's look at another example. We want to decrease $500 by 20%. Let's use the second method one time. If we let the $500 be 100%, if we decrease it by 20%, it means we have to find 100 minus 20 is 80. So we need to find 80% of $500, which is, to bring the point back 2 places, to get 0.8 times 500, and that will be equal to 0.8 times 500 equals $400. Answer. You'd have gotten the same answer if you found 20% of 500 and subtracted it. 20% of 500 is $100, and 500 minus 100 is $400. So that is calculations involving percentages. So we're going to apply that now in the next video when we begin the actual consumer arithmetic. So if you like this video, then you please subscribe to my channel. You can press the notifications button so you know when I post new videos. You can also like or share this video. See you all next time.